There we go. Okay, so today we're going to work with lesson 61. That would be stage 5. If you can go to the books, Callan, stage 5.
Yep.
Lesson 61. There we go. And remember to open the tab translations so that you have the translations on the side. Okay. So if you remember a little bit about what we spoke about last week, the natural method focuses on getting the student to speak fluently as quick as possible. And for that, we need speed. Okay.
Okay.
So just a quick reminder of what we did last lesson. You read the head word with the translation really quick. Head word, translation, go to the first question. You read the question twice. You choose the student that is going to answer, prompt the first 3 words, and then continue feeding the answer to the student, always trying to stay ahead of him. Okay? All right.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so I'm going to start off being the teacher. You'll be the student. Okay, so
Okay.
we can look at some of this material, and then we'll switch roles if that's okay with you. Okay.
Perfect.
So the first words we have are chat, chatear, online, en línea. Yes. Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? Diego, I prefer chatting
I prefer chatting
with
with my
my
friends
friends online.
online
Very good. Why? Why would you prefer that? Because
because I
it's
like to be at my home.
when you like to be at home. Okay. How often do you go online to look at your email? How often do you go online to look at your email, Diego? I go online
I go online
twice a day, for
twice a
example,
day.
twice a
Twice a
day
day
to look at
to
my
look at my
email.
email.
Great. Notice, okay? Notice we have, it can be, oh, I'm sorry, just had to jump a page here. Noticia, yes? Not, okay, so do you notice notar. Do you notice anything different about the classroom today, Diego? Do you notice anything different about the classroom today? Yes or no?
No, I don't.
No, I don't notice
I
anything
don't notice
different
anything different
about the classroom today.
about the classroom today.
Yes, remember that you always want the student to give you the long answer, okay?
Yeah.
What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? The first thing I notice about people
The first thing I notice about people when I meet them for the
for the
first
first
time is their
time is
voice.
their voice, their clothes. Very good. Free, libre o gratis, and busy, ocupado. Are most people busy on Sunday? Are most people busy on Sunday, Diego?
No,
No,
most
most
people
people aren't busy on
aren't. They
Sunday.
free.
They're
They are
free.
free.
Good. What do you mean? What do we mean by a free meal? What do we mean by a free meal, Diego? By a free meal,
By a free meal,
we
we
mean
mean
that we
that we
don't
don't have to
have to
pay for
pay
it.
for it. Very good. Do you believe that the best things in life are free? Do you believe that the best things in life are free, Diego? Yes, no.
No, I don't believe
No, I
so.
don't believe the best things
That
in
these
life
things are
life
free.
are free. Good. Okay. Now we have the words lie. Yes. Lie, acostarse. Okay. Comfortable, cómodo, uncomfortable, incómodo, pillow, almohada. Let's see. Sorry, I forgot to get my book ready. Here we go. Now, let's imagine my hand is the table, okay? Is the book standing on the table? Is the book standing on the table? No, the book
No, the book isn't
isn't
standing
standing on the
on the
table.
table.
It's
It's laying,
lying on the table. Lying on the
it's
table.
lying on the table.
Good. Make sure that the student always says the entire sentence, right? Is it
Yeah.
more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? It's more
It's
comfortable
it's more comfortable to
to
sleep
sleep
lying down
down than sitting up.
than sitting up.
Good. Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Yes, no, no.
No,
I
I
don't
don't
find
find
it
it
comfortable.
uncomfortable. I find it uncomfortable.
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 There you go. Wake up, woke up, woken up, okay? Despertarse, despertar. Go to sleep, irse a dormir, immediately, inmediatamente, midnight, medianoche. Do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Do you usually go to sleep before midnight, Diego?
Yes, I usually go
Usually
to
go to
sleep
sleep before
before
midnight.
midnight.
Good. Do you generally wake up early? Do you generally wake up early, Diego? Yes? No?
Yes, I generally
Yes, I
wake up
generally
early.
wake up early. What are the three forms of wake up? What are the three forms of wake up, Diego? The three forms of wake
The
up:
three forms of wake up are
wake up, woke up,
woken up.
woken up. Very good. What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? The first thing I saw
The first thing, the first thing I
thing I
thought I
saw
saw
when I
when I
woke
woke
up
up,
today
it was my phone.
was my phone. Very good. Probably because it woke you up. Have you
Yeah.
ever woken up too late to go to work? Have you ever woken up too late to go to work? Yes, no, no.
No, I've
I've
never
never
woken
woken
up
up too
too
late
late to go to work.
to go to work. Good. Through, a través, button, botón, buttonhole, ojal. Yes? Okay, so let's imagine that I'm wearing a shirt, all right? And I am going to put my pen over here. So what am I doing? What am I doing? You're putting your pen
You're putting your pen through the
through the
bottom hole
buttonhole of your
on your
shirt.
shirt.
Very good. When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see, Diego? When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see? When I look
When I look through
through
my
my bedroom
bedroom window,
window, I see
I see
buildings,
working buildings.
buildings, trees, etc. If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? For Diego, if I went
If I
from
went
London to
through
Rome,
from London to Rome, I will
I would
perhaps
perhaps
have to
have to go
go
through
through Paris,
Paris,
Milan,
Milan,
etc.
etc. Good. Career. Career carrera? Would you like a career in the army? Would you like a career in the army, Diego?
No, I
No,
wouldn't.
I
I
wouldn't
wouldn't
like a
like a
career.
career in the army.
Good. Okay, cross, cruz. Yes? Or cruzar. It can be the verb or the noun. Crossroads, cruce, and test, probar. Okay? What's this? What's this? It's a
It's a cross.
It's a cross. Good. When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, what does it mean? When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, what does it mean, Diego? When a teacher
When a
puts a
teacher puts
cross
a cross next to an answer
in a written test,
in a written test, it
it
means
means the answer
the
is
answer is wrong.
wrong. Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Yes, no,
Yes, there are
yes.
some
There are some
crossroads
crossroads at the
where I
end of
live.
the
At the
street
end of the street where I live.
where I live. Great. Okay. So we're going to do up to there. Okay. We're going to get up to here. And now we're going to switch roles
All right.
if that's okay with you.
Yes.
Okay. So remember that the first 2/3 of the lesson are usually revision. So if we were in a lesson, if you were actually a student, we would have just been reviewing things that you had already seen. Okay.
Okay.
Just like now, you're going to read the questions to me, and you've already seen what they look like, what the answers are, etc., what the translations are. Okay.
Okay.
So remember, try to pick up speed.
All right.
All right.
We start with chat and online, right?
Chat and
All right.
online.
All right. Chat chatear online en línea. Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? I prefer chatting
I prefer chatting with
with my
my
friends
friends
online.
online.
Why? Why?
There you go. Why? Because I think it's easier.
How often do you go online to look at your email? How often do you go online to look at your email? I
Remember
go
to
online.
remember to name the student in case you have a
Okay.
group. Yes.
Okay.
So
Laura,
Laura, good. I
I
go
go online
online. I go online 5 times a
5
day
times to look at my email.
to look at my email.
Notice, noticia,
Mhm.
what else?
Ah, darse cuenta, noticia. Mhm.
Do you notice anything different about the classroom today? Do you notice anything different about the classroom today? Laura, yes,
Mm,
no,
No, I don't notice
anything different
anything different
about the classroom today?
about the classroom today.
All right. What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? Laura, the first thing I notice about
The
people
first thing I notice about people
when I meet them for the
when I
first time
meet them for the first time
is
is
their
their eyes.
boys' eyes. Perfect.
Boys' eyes, yes.
Free, libre,
Or
gratis,
gratis, good.
busy, ocupado. Are most people busy on Sunday? Are most people busy on Sunday? No, most
No,
people
most people
aren't busy on
aren't
Sunday.
busy on Sunday.
They're free.
They're free.
What do we mean by a free meal? What do we mean by a free meal, Laura? By a
Mm,
free meal,
buy a free meal.
we mean
We mean that
that we
we
don't have
don't have
to pay for it.
to pay for it.
Do you believe that the best things in life are free? Do you believe that best things in life are free? Yes, no, Laura?
Yes, I believe the best
Yes,
things in life are free.
are free. All right. Lie, acostarse, comfortable, confortable,
O
uncomfortable,
cómodo.
cómodo, incómodo, pillow, almohada.
Good. Confortable está bien. It's good. It's okay, but it's more
No
widely
entiendo.
used.
Ujú.
Se usa más cómodo.
Okay.
Ujú.
Is the book standing on the table? I don't have a book right
It's okay. In this case,
now.
remember that I told you before you give the lesson, you usually read what you're going to be giving, which is
Mhm.
my bad because I didn't bring out a book. But let's imagine that you have a book. When you don't have
All
the
right.
object, you tell the students, okay, let's imagine, and you grab whatever you have. Let's say you have a box and you say, let's imagine this is a book. What do you have at hand? Anything that you have at hand. Let's imagine this is a book and my hand is the table. Yes?
Okay.
Like that. So
All
whatever
right.
you have at hand. Or you can change what the item is. If you don't have a book at hand, you could the pen. Is the pen standing on the table? Is the pen standing on the table, for example?
All right.
Yes?
Perfect. All right.
So
Is
let's
my
go
phone
again.
standing on the table, right?
Good. Yeah, let's
Is
imagine the
this
hand is the
yeah.
table. Is the phone
Is the
standing?
bo is the phone standing on the table? No,
No, the
the phone
phone isn't standing
isn't
on the
standing on the
table.
table. It's lying
It's lying on the
on the
table.
table. Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? Laura, it's
Mm,
more
it's
comfortable
more comfortable to
to sleep
sleep lying
lying
down
down than
than
sitting up.
sitting up. Do you find it I'm sorry. You're the one who's asking the questions. I'm so used to giving the classes. I went the other way around. Sorry. You
Yeah,
go
it's
ahead.
okay. Do you find comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow?
Okay. Try to
Yes, no.
announce very well that to, yes, it. I know it's very easy for words to get mixed when you're speaking quick, but you try to announce each word like, do you find it comfortable to sleep without a
Oh,
pillow?
do
Yes?
you find it comfortable
To
like
sleep,
that?
to sleep.
To sleep without a pillow?
Good.
Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Yes, no, Laura?
No, I
No,
don't
I don't
find
find
it
it
uh
comfortable
comfortable
to
to
sleep
sleep
without a pillow.
without a pillow. Remember
I
when
find it,
I don't find it comfortable to sleep without it. But remember when you are feeding, to try to
mhm.
feed at several words at a time so that they keep a fluency,
Okay,
okay? So that they don't go a pillow. Yes? Okay, let's see the next part.
okay. Wake up, woke up, woken up, despertarse, desperté, me
Despertó
levanté
y de haberse despertado.
y haberse despertado, go to sleep, ir a dormir, immediately, inmediatamente, midnight, medianoche.
Good.
Do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Yes, no, Laura?
Yes, I
Yes,
usually
go to sleep
go to
before
sleep before midnight.
midnight.
Good.
Do you generally wake up early? Do you generally wake up early? Yes, no, Laura?
Yes, I
Yes,
generally
wake up
wake up
early.
very early.
What are the three forms of wake up? What are the three forms of wake up? The three forms
The three forms of
of wake
wake
up
up are wake
are
up.
woke up,
Remember to try to keep ahead of me.
yeah,
To our
are
wake
wake
up,
up, or
woke
woke up,
up, and
woken up.
woken up.
What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? The first thing,
The first thing I
Laura,
saw
when I woke up
when I woke up
was
today was my phone.
my phone. Have you ever woken up too late to go to school? Have you ever woken up too late to go to school? Yes, no, Laura?
Yes, I've
You've
sometimes
woken up
woken up too late
late to
to
go to
go to
school.
school.
All right. Through, button, and buttonhole. Through, a través, button,
Mhm.
botón, buttonhole, ojal.
Good.
What am I doing? Hold up, I don't have a pen right here.
There you go. You see, that's
Either.
that's the problem with
Yeah.
when you
Right.
don't have it at hand. So that, like I said, imagine that I'm wearing a shirt and I'm going to put the pen through the hole. What am I doing? What am I doing? So go ahead.
All right. Imagine I have a shirt and I put in a pen through my buttonhole. What am I
Okay,
doing? What am I doing?
good.
You're putting
You're putting
your
pen
pen
through
through
the
the
buttonhole
buttonhole of your
of your
shirt.
shirt.
Why'd you look through your bedroom window? Oh, hold on.
Yes.
When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see? When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see, Laura?
When
When I look through
I look through my
my
bedroom
window,
window, I
I
see
see a lot of
buildings
trees,
or a
buildings.
lot of trees. Good.
Okay, if you went from London to Rome, what cities would you perhaps have to go through? If you went from London to Rome, what cities would you perhaps have to go through? If I went
If I went from
through
London to
from London to
Rome,
Rome, I would
I would
perhaps
have
have to go through
through Paris,
Paris,
Milan,
Milan,
etc.
etc. Career, carrera. Would you like a career in the army? Would you like a career in the army? Yes, no,
Mm,
Laura.
no, I wouldn't
Wouldn't
like
like
a
a
career
career
in the
in the
army.
army. Okay, crossroads, eh, cruzar, right?
De crossroads es
Is
cruce, el cruce
cruce,
de calles sería
cruce de calle,
generalmente.
right?
Recuerda que tenés las traducciones.
Sí,
Remember that you
I-
have the translations
yeah.
on the buttons. If you can't find it immediately, always remember that when you review the lesson before delivering it,
Mhm.
you look at the translation so you have it fresh.
Yeah. Okay, crossroads, cruce,
¿Sí?
test, prueba
O
o
probar.
probar.
Ujú.
What's this? What's this?
Good.
It's a
It's a cross.
it's a cross. When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, what does it mean? When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, what does it mean, Laura?
Mm,
When a teacher
when a teacher
puts
puts a cross
a cross
next
next
to
to
an
an
answer
answer in a written test,
in a written test,
it
it
means
means
the
the
answer
answer is
is wrong.
wrong.
Perfect. Are there any crossroads at the end of the streets where you live? Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Yes, no, Laura?
Yes,
Yes, there are some
there are some crossroads
crossroads at the end of the
at the
street
end of the street
where I live.
where I live.
Perfect.
Very good. Okay, good job. Okay, so let's continue just a little bit. Give me 1 second. Yeah, we're good with time. We're going to continue just a little bit here with danger, dangerous, and so on. And then what we're going to do is again switch roles. What try to between questions, between the first time you say the question and this and the time and the second time when you repeat it, try to reduce the silence between one and the other. Try to make it
Okay,
quicker, just a
quickly.
little bit quicker. Yes, like what color do we use for danger? What color do we use for danger? Yes, so you don't pause as much.
Mhm.
Okay? Okay, so we have the words danger, okay, peligro, dangerous, peligroso, dangerous, peligrosamente, alcohol, alcohol, and detective, detective. What color do we use for danger? What color do we use for danger, Diego? We
We
use
use red for
red for
danger.
danger. Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol? Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol, Diego?
Yes,
Yes, it's
it's
dangerous
dangerous
to
to drive
drive after
after
drinking
drinking alcohol.
alcohol. Would you like to live dangerously like a detective, somebody like Sherlock Holmes, for example? Would you like to live dangerously like a detective, somebody like Sherlock Holmes, for example, Diego? Yes or no?
No,
No, I wouldn't
I
like
wouldn't like to
to
live like
live
a
dangerously,
too dangerously like a
to
detective.
to live dangerously
To live dangerously
like a
like a
detective.
detective.
Right. Okay, now we have should, debería, obligation, obligación, alternative, alternativa, ambulance, ambulancia. The sentences I must study and I should study are not the same. The first sentence, I must study, means that I have an obligation to study. I have no alternative. The second sentence, I should study, means I have alternatives. I can go to the cinema if I like, or for a walk, but studying is the right thing for me to do. The best idea is to study. Okay? So, what's the difference between these two sentences? I must study and I should study. What's the difference between these two sentences? I must study and I should study, Diego. The difference between
The difference between
those two
those two
sentences
sentences
is
is
that I
that
must
I
study
must study
means
means
that I
that I
have no
have no
alternative,
alternative,
whereas I
whereas I
should
should
study
study
means I have
means I have
alternatives,
alternatives,
but
but the
that studying
studying
is
is
the
the
right
right
thing
thing me to do.
for me to
For
do.
me to do. For me to do.
Great. How do we translate I must study? How do we translate I must study? Diego, we
We
translate
translate I
I
must
must study
study with
with debo estudiar.
debo estudiar.
And how do we translate I should study? And how do we translate I should study? Diego, we translate
We translate I
I
should
should
study
study with
with
debería
debería
estudiar.
estudiar.
Good. Do you think people should be more polite in the shops and streets? Do you think people should be more polite in the shops and streets, Diego? Yes.
Yes,
I
I
think
think
people
people
should
should
be
be
more
more
polite
polite
in
in
the
the shops
shops and
and
streets.
streets.
Do you agree that students should study hard? Do you agree that students should study hard? Diego,
Yes,
yes, I agree
I
that
agree that
students
students
should
should
study
study hard.
hard. What should we do when somebody is dangerously ill? What should we do when somebody is dangerously ill? Diego, when
When
somebody is dangerously ill,
when somebody is dangerously ill, we
we
should
should immediately
immediately call
call an
an
ambulance.
ambulance.
Good. What do you think you should do if you want to make a lot of money? What do you think you should do if you want to make a lot of money? Diego, if you want to make a lot of money,
If you want to make a lot of money,
I think you
I think you
should
should invest money.
invest your money. Very good. Okay. Correct can be correcto o corregir can be the verb or the noun, and grammatical, gramático. Do you correct your dictations during the lesson? Do you correct your dictations during the lesson, Diego? Yes or no? No, I
No,
don't
I don't
correct
correct
my
my dictation
dictations during the lesson.
during the lesson. I
I
correct
correct
them
them after the
after the
lesson.
lesson.
Okay. Just a quick parenthesis here so you know what a dictation is. Dictations are one of the exercises that the students have on the platform. Okay. Remember, I mentioned something about students having games on the platform and things like that and activities. Well, one of the types of activities they have are dictations, where basically it's what it means. They listen to a dictation and they have to write it down and it corrects it automatically.
Okay.
Okay. They usually do it outside of class. Okay. In a Callan method lesson, does the teacher correct your grammatical mistakes? In a Callan method lesson, does the teacher correct your grammatical mistakes? Yeah, Diego, yes.
Yes,
In a
in a
Callan
Callan
method
method lesson,
lesson, the teacher
the
corrects
teacher corrects
my
your
grammatic
grammatical
my
my
grammatical mistakes.
grammatical mistakes.
Good. How can we correct our mistakes in our pronunciation? How can we correct our mistakes in our pronunciation? Diego, we can correct
We can correct our
our
mistake
mistakes in our
in our
pronunciation
pronunciation by
by
listening and
listening
speaking
and
as much
speaking
as possible.
as much as possible. Good. Problem, problema, okay? Um, cause, causar o causa can be the noun or the verb. Colleague, colega, boss, jefe o jefa, freedom, libertad, justice, justicia. Okay. If you have a problem with a colleague at work, should you speak to your boss about it? If you have a problem with a colleague at work, should you speak to your boss about it? Diego?
Yes,
Yes. If I have a
if I have
problem
problem
with
with
a
a
colleague
colleague
at work,
at work,
I
I
should
should
speak
speak
to my
to my
boss
boss about it.
about it. Can smoking cause health problems? Can smoking cause health problems? Yes.
Yes,
Yes, smoking
smoking
can
can
cause
cause health problems.
health problems. In history, have many people died for the causes of freedom and justice? In history, have many people died for the causes of freedom and justice, Diego? Yes, in
In
history,
history, many
many people
people
have died
have died
for
for
the
the
causes
causes of
of
freedom
freedom and justice.
and justice.
Great. Okay, we have the word as. Como, ya que, puesto que. Okay? As we have now studied about 1,000 words and a lot of the grammar, can you hold a simple conversation in English? As we have now studied about 1,000 words and a lot of the grammar, can you hold a simple conversation in English, Diego? Yes.
Yes,
As we
as
have
we
now
have
studied
now studied about a
about
thousand
1,000 words
words
and a lot of the
and a lot of
grammar,
grammar,
I
I can
can hold
hold
a simple
a simple
conversation
conversation in English.
in English. Great. Are as you are not tall enough to reach the ceiling, what would you have to do if you wanted to reach it? If you, as you are not tall enough to reach the ceiling, what would you have to do if you wanted to reach it? Diego, as I am not tall
As
enough
I am not tall enough
to reach the ceiling,
to reach the ceiling,
I would have to put a chair
I would have to put a chair
on the
on
table
the table
and
and
stand on the
stand on
chair
the chair if
if
I
I
wanted
wanted to reach
to
it.
reach the
To reach it.
to reach it.
There you go. That is, es decir. Okay, we use the words that is when we want to correct something we have just said or when we want to add more information. So give me a sentence with that is in it. Give me a sentence with that is in it, Diego. Everybody loves that film.
Everybody loves that film.
That
That
is
is
everybody
everybody
I've
I've
spoken to.
spoken to.
We will go to the cinema this evening.
We will go to the cinema this evening.
That is if we have
That is if we have
enough
enough money.
money. Good. Bone, whistle. Okay. Have you ever broken any of the bones in your body? Have you ever broken any of the bones in your body, Diego?
No,
Yes. No, no, I've never
I've never
broken
broken any
any of the
of the
bones.
bones in my body.
Excellent job. Okay, Diego, we're going to go to Zoom 2 and then you're going to take it from there. Okay.
Okay.
I'll see you in just a sec.